Hi everyone, in this video I am talking about the QA automation theoretical concepts. So these are very important for the QA automation automating any project. So let's get started. This project is theoretical. So after that we will also I will also explain and we will do the practical work. So let's get started with this course. So foundation for the success test automation, the starting test automation with the proof of concept rather than without a strategy often results in failed and unmet expectations. So I am Kamran, a QA engineer, and so let's get start with our agenda to identify your business objective, test goals and test strategies. The first one and the second one is how to make the test automation friendly culture within your organization, techniques to support test automation for application developers, how to select the right tool for your test automation initiative, and early plan consideration for the future proving test automation project. Optimize and scale your automation project to meet business needs. Quantify the return on investment and sharing the value of test automation with your organization. So all these topics we will cover in this video. So this video is theoretical, so stay still with this video because this is a very important concept. If you have a good concept of automation, so you will do good creating the automation scripts, meaningful scripts according to your requirements. So let's get started with the first agenda. So identify your business objective, testing goals and test strategy. So the first strategy we are getting the decrease regression test time, automate test process and facilitate faster feature releases. So in this case we will make our work fast and test the more releases in automation testing if we are making we are testing any kind of functionality for of our project. So empower the test to focus on new features by automation. Regression testers can concentrate on the test new functionalities rather by enhancing overall product quality. And the tester the QA automation engineers will work on the new functionality and testing it manually or making the its script for future use. So they are more concentrate on new features rather than the old ones. So introduce test automation early on the close sprints with the automated test for the new features, avoiding the accumulation of manual test depth and the promoting efficient development practice. So next our topic is how to make the test automation friendly culture within your organization. So educate and train the employees about the benefits of test automation. So encourage collaboration and open communication between different teams, and recognize and encourage team members who contribute to test automation. Basically what we can do in our QA software house and any kind of team or working on the automation, so we will give them a script, so they will test it when they are developing it. After development the QAs make a scripts and they will use it many times. Whenever they are releasing anything, they can also test these things on your our local. So if they are working on the same functionality, so we need to educate our employees, co-workers with they are working with us. So lead by example with the leaders actively participating in the process, and promote a culture of continuous improvement in the test practice. So we are also upgrading our test scripts for according to our functionality and the requirement. So that's way we can introduce or make a friendly culture within our organization. So the next thing is techniques to support test automation for the application developers. design code with the test ability in mind and considering automation from the outside. In this concept we are design a code in our mind and make a automation script. So how we can make a write a script for the specific functionality. So first we analyze these things and make these things on in our mind, or write to on the any kind of notepad. So how we can automate these the validations and some kind of these things. Write the unit test to validate individual components and functionality. We make these small code validations in our code. So we make the unit test and the validate the our functionality is working fine, and there is no nothing else we need to validate in our script. So we write the unit test if and most of time the developer write the unit test before for testing their code. So this thing also can be done by the automation engineers. Expose APIs and integration point to facilitate end-to-end automation. So in automation we are also test the APIs and to test the end-to-end application from the front end and as well as on the back end, like SQL database, and where the data is coming on the UI. And we also test validate the API response. So in this technique, so we can test it from end to end of the application, where the data is getting stored and what data is insert. So we make the validations and in our script. So that's why that's where we can do the end to end testing. So the implement robust error handling for the accurate report of test failures. We need to implement the good result good report. We need to generate a good report from our script, so we can analyze the where is the error has been occurred in our code or in our functionality. So scripts is made very conceptual, and where the anything is getting failed, they need to capture this exception and also give you a result where it is failed, and also get the screenshot of this automation script where the code is break. So implement robust error handling. We need to accurate report test failures for this purpose. Assist with the test data management to support automation scenarios. And we need to manage the data and support the automation scenarios. We need to well, we need to do this manage these all these scenarios in the data management, where we test the data, what data is what we are entering and what the validation we are getting. So yep. So these are the techniques to test the automation for the application developers. uh, how to select the right tool for your test automation initiative. So basically we need to know about what tools is best for our project. So any kind of project you are, any kind of technology you are right now using. So clearly define the test requirement and objective before evaluating the tool. So you need to first learn the what the main purpose and the why, what technology is suitable for your automation testing. Uh, ensure the capability with your application technology stacks. Let's suppose you are the application is developing in the Django environment, and you are also automate it with the Selenium and the Python language. So it is very good for the future use. So you can also help the developers, and also this is beneficial for the future project. So you need to make sure the project and the scripts are running on written in the same language. This is a good strategy if you adopt this. So everyone can work easily, as well as the developers and the QA automation engineers. Voting for user friendly tool that can be easily adopted by the team. So you need to vote about your the tool which are you right now you are using. So everyone accept this tool and happy with this type of script. So you need to first of all make this voting, and everyone advise so what is the best tool to we can adopt. Consider tool with active communicates and reliable support. So we need to select this type of tool which have a support. If any issue in you find, you can contact with their support, and also you can getting new version of this application. So you need support or any kind of issues, so their support is active and they will respond you and give you a solution if you find any issue in writing using this tool. Evaluate the total cost of ownership and include the license and training expenses. So you need to calculate the all total cost of this tool, and the license, how much you are paying yearly this tool, and the training to you are given to your employees. So how much this costs, so you need to calculate it firstly, then make other steps. Early plan consideration for future proving your test automation project. So plan for scalability as your application and test need to grow. So you need to in future, if your project is increase, and you need to plan it for the future long term process. So plan for your scalability as your application and test need to grow, and design the automation framework to adapt to change in technology and requirements. uh, so establish a strategy for managing test data effectively as it increases. Explore cloud-based infrastructure and the virtualization for the testing flexibility. Prepare for automation in mobile and information of things domains if applicable in this. So early plan to consideration for future proving your automation project. So you need to do these steps, so this will help you in the future to for the scaling your automation scripts, and as well as the development. The both things are getting upgraded uh, parallelly. How to optimize and scale your automation project to meet the business needs. So implement parallel execution to reduce the test execution time. The most of the time the in manual testing we are doing the same thing. We are testing one functionality at a one time. So in automation testing we can do this parallelly. We write two script for sign up, let's suppose sign up page, and other for the other internal functionality like dashboard functionality. So we can run these two scripts at a time. So this will take less time at by using the automation testing. Use distributed testing for handling large scale scenarios. Establish a strategy for managing test data effectively as it increases. Develop reusable test component and libraries for efficient test case development. Continues optimize automation scripts for improve the performance. So these things are the key points to how to optimize and scale your automation project to meet the business needs. And then the second last topic is quantify the return on investment and communicate the value of test automation. Define key metrics and KPIs to measure the success of test automation. Generate reports and a dashboard to showcase the automation benefits to the stakeholders. So you need to define the automation test will help out the more to achieve our goal, and they take less time. So you need to explain it to your shareholders or any kind of team lead, so they will know the how beneficial for their project the automation is good strategy. If you take good strategies, so it will take less time to test, and the release is going out build is out in less time. So it will be also good for the company as well as for the employees. And link automation result to the business impact, such as time to market and quality improvements. And they provide regular update on the progress of test automation to stakeholders. So link your result with the business and the, let's suppose, KPI board and dashboard where the market and the improvement. So all the things you need to share with your teams and the project managers as well. They provide the regular updates on the progress of test automation to the stakeholders. Share the lessons learned and the best practice to encourage the continuous improvement. So you can share your experience, what are the failures and what are the good things which you can implement in your project, so it will be more successful. And this kind of improvement suggestion you can share with all of the team. So the automation testing take less time than the manual testing. Less manpower is using in automation testing versus manual testing. So the manual testing, let's suppose, are 10 people. So automation testing are the 10 people. In the manual testing they take 20 to 15 people. So the huge amount is of difference. So manual testing is taking time, but the result are more accurate. You can say that the human are the best, but the automation make if you make your older functionality automated, you need to not worried about the previous functionality. You can test it by run your code in simple words, and you can test it whenever the build is you want to release. And manual testing, we test the integration testing, we test the all scenarios from the start to the end, and it take time. So and also the manpower. So yep, the automation testing is more efficient than manual. Thank you for this tutorial. So in the future, in the next tutorial, we are discussing the practical knowledge, and we are implementing all these things on practically, how we can write our scripts and other things. So and with the different tools like Selenium and Python, and we will also discuss the all these feature, how can you can test your functionality, the main core concept, and as is a concept of your application, how you can test the different functionalities. So this is the theoretical lecture. So so you need to also have a concept for these things before doing the practical work. So thank you for your time.